Hi guys, it's BJ here. Welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to do this analysis. So this is a Netflix user behavior analysis. So it's a type of behavioral analysis. So we'll be doing this in SQL. In my previous video, we did an analysis on Netflix content. So I promised that I'll be doing a video on the Netflix user behavior. So this is the video. So welcome guys. Okay, so I have this data stored on a PostgreSQL server. I'm accessing it with this VS Code extension called DBcode. Let me show you how it looks. So this is the extension which I use in accessing that server. And also this extension also provides us with a Jupyter-like interface. And also it gives us the ability to also create charts from our queries. Each and every one of these queries is a statement. So you don't need to worry about using statements terminators such as semicolon and that. So that's that. Let me just give you a walkthrough of this business question which you're able to answer with the aid of SQL. So we have which subscription plan is most popular among users. So we are checking out the subscription plan based on the user behavior. That means subscription type which they choose while registering. And also you also have which subscription type generates the highest engagement, and that such as the rest. So here is the business question which we are going to answer. Let's dive in. Okay guys, welcome back. So let's go over the business questions which we'll be answering. So we have which subscription plan is most popular among users. We have which subscription type generate the highest engagement. So that means the watch time, which is in hours. And also we have which countries have the most Netflix user. Likewise for the fourth question, which countries have the highest engagement, that means watch time. And also which age group watches Netflix the most. And for the last, what are the most popular genres among users? Okay, so these are the business questions which we are going to be answering. So now let's head over to our VS Code. So first is first, I have to connect this notebook to our database. So this, no connection. So our Postgres database, then Netflix user and public. Okay, so that's that. Let's quickly go over how our table looks like. So select star all rows from Netflix user. So this is the database, and this one is the table inside this database. So click on this. So let's limit it to 10 just to get an overview and run it. Okay, so from here we have about how many columns? So we have 8 columns here, starting with the user ID, followed by the names of the customer, then followed by their age, the country, the subscription type they subscribe for, the watch time, the favorite genre or the genre, and the last login. So let's check the total rows. So you have about 25,000 records. Okay, so that's that. So let's go over our first business question. So which subscription plan is most popular among users? So let's copy this and clear this out. Comments. Okay, so which subscription plan is most popular among our user? So select. So we are going to select the subscription type. Okay, then we are going to count. So count, the count function, subscription type. So don't forget our comma. Likewise, indent this. Okay, so as count. So from where? From our Netflix user table. Okay, so group by, we are grouping by what? subscription type, Ctrl C. Then we are ordering by what? Order by count. Order by count. So in descending order. So let's format this. Okay, so let's run it. Okay, so judging from this, we can see that the most popular subscription plan among our user is premium, then followed by basic and standard. So let's plot this on a donut chart. Donut. Okay, so that's that. So premium is our most popular plan, then followed by basic, then followed by standard. So we have been able to answer this business question, which is the first business question. So let's go over our second business question. So which subscription type generates the highest engagement? Okay, so let's go ahead and answer that question as well. So for this business question, we'll be using the average instead of summing. The reason is because if you were to look at this subscription type here, you can see that we have although the margin between these, all these are not that much, but if you were to have, let's assume that you have about 8,400 for premium as it is, and for basic you have about 5,000, and for standard you have about 2,000. So if we were to sum this watch hour, that means for this premium and for each and every one of them, if you were to sum it, so as you can see, if this one here have maybe about 2 hours of watch time, and this one here per data point has about 4 hours of watch time, and for standard they have about 5 hours for watch time. So if you were to sum this one here, we have the highest engagement. That means we have the highest watch time because the count is much. Are you getting me? The count here is much. So instead of us summing it, so you'll be using average. That means you'll be checking the average instead of the sum so that you can get a conclusive result. So for that, so select subscription type, comma, then AVG for average, then the watch time hours as watch time. So from Netflix users, then we'll be grouping by subscription type, Ctrl C, and then let's order by watch time. So let's format this. Okay, so let's run it and see. Okay, so from here, let's sort it in descending order. Okay, so from here you can see that on average the basic plan have the most watch time hour, so followed by premium and then followed by standard. Let's assume that if you were to use sum, let's check for sum. So as you can see, like I said, the premium is the one that have the most watch hour by summing, but we don't want that. We want to check the average. We want to check the average instead of summing, because with summing we arrive at a wrong result. So we can see that the basic plan has the most watch hour. So that's that for the second business question. So now let's check which countries have the most Netflix user. So we are going to count the users and then group them by countries. So let's go ahead and do that. So now let's write the statement, select, so country, then you want to what? You want to count. So I want to count name as count. So from Netflix users, then we are grouping by what? We are grouping by country. Then we are ordering by what? Order by count. Control C, Control V. So let's format this properly. Okay, so let's run this and see. So this should be in descending order. So let's run and see. Okay, so from here we can see that most of our customers are from UK, followed by Germany, then India, Brazil, USA, and the likes. So you can see the margin between all this is not that different as well. It's not that much. That's that for this business question. Now let's plot this on the bar chart. Okay, so UK followed by Germany, then followed by India, Brazil, USA, and Australia being the last. Okay, so that's that for our business question. Now, for the fourth business question, which countries have the highest engagement? So for this business question as well, we'll be using the average. We'll be averaging this as well. So this is similar to the second business question which we answer, and from the explanation I gave here, so from here we also be averaging this. So select country, then average watch time hours as watch time. So from our Netflix users table, then we are grouping by country, then we are ordering by V. So format. Okay, so there's a comma here. Don't forget that. Okay, so let's run this and see. Let's run it. Okay, so Canada has the most watch time hour. So from here, you can see that even from this year, from this count here, you can see that UK, most of our customers are from UK, but the country that has the most watch hour is Canada, then followed by Australia. And Australia was even the least, have the least number of users, but they have the most amount of watch time. So that's that. And whereas it has the most number of users. Now let's use sum here. Let's aggregate with sum and try to see what this is telling us. So as you can see, UK has the most sum of watch hour, and this is caused by it because there is an increase in the number of users. So this result here, you can't use this result here and say that you are accurate. This is not accurate. You should use the average. So average is the best function, or the best to use when doing this analysis, so that you can get an actual overview of the country with the most engagement. Now let's go over the fifth business question. Okay, so which age group watches Netflix the most? So here we'll be using count, and also we'll be grouping. We'll be creating groups from this here with the age column. Now what we are going to do here is we are going to create some conditional statements here. So select age, the age column. Okay, so now here we'll be checking and grouping or binning the age. Now, what you are going to use, you are going to use the case statement. Case, so case statement, case when, and put this here, case when age between 18 and 25, then young adults. So let's test if this statement is working. And as age group, so from Netflix users. Okay, so let's run this and see if it's working. Okay, so it's working. So let's do for the rest. So let's copy this. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, between 26 and 35. Let me validate this. Okay, 26 and 35. Adults. Ctrl V. 36 and 45. Mid age. Ctrl V again. 46 and 60. Young senior. Ctrl V, when age between. So let's finalize this as when age is greater than 60, then senior. Okay, so that's that. So let's run it. Okay, so everything is in order. Okay, so there are some null values here. So let's confirm age. So let's see why that is appearing. So we have 13. We have age group of 13 as well. So let's treat that. Okay, so Ctrl V. When age is less than 18, then teens. Okay, let's run this and see. Okay, so for 15, teens. Okay, so that's that. So now let's count. Let's count. So for us to count, we have to convert this into a CTE. So with age group, it's age groups as, okay, so let's format this. Okay, no, so now let's count, select. So from here, we'll be selecting this column here, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, comma. So we will be counting. So count, Ctrl V as count. So from our CTE, from age groups, Ctrl C, Control V. So group by, so we'll be grouping by this age group column. Please note these are different. So this is a CTE, which is common table expression table, whereas this one here is a column. So as you can see, age groups, age group for that column. So this one is, like I said, a CTE. So take note of that. So this is different from this. So don't confuse the two. So go by age group, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So order by, so we are ordering by what? By this count here, and descending order. So let's format this properly. Okay. So we're on the right track. So let's run this and see. Okay, so as you can see from here, most of our users are seniors, then followed by young senior, then followed by mid-age, then adults, young adults, and teens. Let's plot this on the bar charts. Okay, so as you can see, the senior are more. So let's include the data label. Customize. Sorry about that. Series. So label. Okay, so that's that. So from here, we can see that most of our users are seniors. Now, let's proceed to the last business question. What's our most popular genre among users? So for this, we'll be using the count for this. Okay, select. So genre, favorite genre. So we'll be counting. That means we'll be counting the genre. So as count from Netflix users table, then we'll be grouping by favorite genre, then order by count. Okay, so don't forget your comma here. Okay, so let's run this, and this one in descending order, and run. Okay, so our most popular genre is horror, then followed by documentary, and sci-fi being the last genre, the least favorite genre. So let's plot this on the column chart. Okay, so let's include our data label. Okay, so that's that. So we have been able to answer all the whole business question. That means from the first all the way to the last business question. Okay. Okay, so that will be all for this analysis. So if you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like, and share, and turn on your notification bell so that next time I post a new video, you are going to receive a notification. So that is that. So have a nice day, guys. Bye.